On this edition of City Focus, the Valdosta Police Department get new golf carts to improve community policing. The Valdosta Fire Department repairs bikes to give away to local kids for Christmas. The Traffic Division gives us an update on the new traffic lights going up around town. We show you highlights of the many Christmas events held by the city. And we have Tangela Rowe of the Valdosta Fire Department in studio to give us some holiday fire tips. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Marcus McConico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta. City Focus is your source for information for what's taking place within your city government. This is the 24th episode of City Focus in 2016, and here are some of the important topics that are happening in the city. The Georgia Department of Transportation is heading the traffic light project along Ashley and Patterson Street. The new lights will feature a 4-head traffic light with a flashing yellow.
Valdosta, in part of staying up to specs with Georgia Department of Transportation specs, we're upgrading our signals and we're including the flashing yellow. This is to make the signals a lot safer for the citizens of Valdosta. When they see the flashing yellow, it's to let them know it's safe for you to make a left-hand turn only if there is not a vehicle coming in the opposing direction.
Now this vehicle here is in a yield condition, and that light is going to flash until it get a call over on the side street.
The city's traffic division is hoping to educate citizens and ease the transition when the project is completed in February or March.
With the changes in the new signals, there's going to be a flashing yellow. A lot of citizens may be familiar with this, but a lot of them are not. So we want to get the word out to as many people as possible.
Georgia DOT will be changing traffic lights on state routes throughout the state.
The signal will act the same way as the 5-section head, but it's only 4. You will still have your green, your yellow, and your red. And once it goes through all those cycles, it will cycle back to a flashing yellow. This will be the new part of it that people are not familiar with. It's completely safe. The signal is not malfunctioning. It's designed to flash so we can let vehicles know it's safe to move through the intersection only if there's not a vehicle coming.
For more information, contact the Traffic Division at 229-259-3530.
The Valdosta Fire Department partners with DFACS each year to host an annual bike giveaway. The department takes donated bikes in need of minimal repairs, restore them, and give them to families in need.
Buy pedals, chains, or whatever to repair the bikes, or seat covers, or just inner tubes of tires.
Donations are being accepted until December 9th. All donations go toward buying parts for the bikes.
Monetary donations would be very much acceptable. Basically, like I said, we just need parts just to have them repaired. And the guys get a kick out of working on most of the bicycles that we have here.
The department has multiple programs dedicated to giving back to the community this holiday season.
We're a part of the community. We are a big part of the community. We're here not just for emergency purposes. We're here to serve the community. And this is one important way that we as a community in Valdosta Fire Department where we like to give back.
For more information, you can contact the Valdosta Fire Department at 229-333-1835.
Members of the Valdosta Police Department will soon conduct targeted patrols in one of these souped-up golf carts.
They came from funding from the U.S. Department of Justice. We wrote a grant, and in writing that grant, we talked about using them for community policing platforms. Now, they're going to be used for more than just that. You'll see them at the Christmas parade. One will be assigned to community policing, and then we'll assign 2 of them to patrol, to allow officers to work extra duty to ride these areas.
No, this is not your everyday patrol car, but it will allow the department to improve their community policing efforts.
The bottom line is this, is that we've seen this kind of program, I've seen it in other areas, to trying to get that face-to-face contact back with the public. And that's what we're trying to do here.
Officers will ride in pairs in select areas in the city to increase their visibility and lessen the intimidation residents may feel if officers were in an actual patrol car.
The other thing we wanted to do is get more face-to-face contact with the community and police officers. Now, in saying that, I hear a lot of folks in our community, and I don't think Valdosta is any different than any other community, especially a big city, that they don't see enough police presence in their neighborhoods. And that's probably true. Why is that true? Because our call volume approaches around 80,000 calls a year. If you're a Valdosta police officer, you get in your car when you come on duty, you've probably got 2 or 3 calls waiting. So they're going call to call to call to call. So I talked with the city manager. We came up with this idea together, and I think it's going to be a good program. It's a test, but we're going to see how it works.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Police Department at 229-293-3099. The Valdosta Fire Department unveiled 4 new fire trucks that will replace 4 18-year-old trucks.
Our older trucks that we're replacing are 1998 trucks. One of the problems that we had was maintaining those trucks to be able to provide the same level of service. It was hard finding replacement parts for them. They wasn't performing at the same level, and they was approaching the 20-year deadline, of which at that point we're not able to receive credit for those trucks on our ISO rating.
There's nothing more important for a local government to provide to citizens and business and residents than superior public safety services. The protection of life and the protection of property is paramount. To maintain a high quality of life is also to make your community a place that people want to invest in and live in. And we are so blessed in this city to have our Valdosta Fire Department because they are the best of the best.
The new trucks have 1,000-gallon water tanks, which is an upgrade from the 500-gallon tanks of the old trucks.
Another feature that we do have is that these trucks have 1,000-gallon water tanks. The trucks that they're replacing only had 500 gallons, and that is significant because when we having small engine responses of trash fires, dumpster fires, car fires, grass fires, we're able now to extinguish those fires with 1 truck versus calling additional trucks to bring more water.
The new trucks will also feature LED lighting and improved siren systems.
It's important because ISO looks at how many fire trucks you have. They look at the capabilities of the fire trucks and if they're meeting the current standards. The current standard recommends after 20 years that you replace a truck because it's no longer able to maintain and provide the same level of service. So this is essential because getting these new trucks will replace trucks that are going on 18 years old and they're not able to perform at the same level. They're not able to pump the same way they are. These pumping are more efficient versus the older trucks. Of course, it has more water. These trucks also have more lighting and better notifications as far as the sirens and things. And those are all things that help with ISO.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Fire Department at 229-333-1835.
Everyone deserves a decent place to live.
Everyone.
Todos. Decent shelter is something we all need to thrive. When a future homeowner partners with Habitat for Humanity to build or improve a home,
Build.
they build a better future for themselves and their families.
For my family.
For my family.
For my family.
Para mi familia.
Your support empowers a family to help themselves.
Help.
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 Assiste.
Your support helps another family in your community or around the world achieve strength, stability, self-reliance.
Strength. Strength.
Fuerza.
With a little help, we all have the potential to stand on our own.
Potential.
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 Through shelter, we empower. Visit Habitat.org to provide help to families like these today.
Thanks to your generosity, Marines have delivered Christmas to children in need since 1947.
Welcome back to City Focus. We have Tangela Rowe from the Valdosta Fire Department here, and she's going to give some tips on fire safety for the holidays. Welcome, Tangela.
Thank you.
We've gotten some colder temperatures lately. What are some mistakes that we make that could cause a fire?
Well, the main thing is before you want to use your heater this year, make sure that you're having the heater or fireplace or anything inspected by licensed professionals that do that sort of work to make sure that everything is going to be running properly. Also, you want to ensure that if you're using a fireplace that you are using the materials that are meant to be burned in the fireplace and not anything plastic or anything else that shouldn't be put in a fireplace. Also, you want to also ensure that you have a working smoke detector and carbon monoxide if you have fireplaces and are using space heaters.
Okay. And do we see a lot of fires caused this time of year by space heaters and people misusing their fireplaces?
That is true. Wintertime is going to be that time of year that the home fires do actually go up. There's a statistic that shows from 2007 to 2011 that 4 out of 5 house fires actually were caused by space heaters that actually caused the death. So we want to make sure that if we are using space heaters that we're being very careful with them.
Okay. Now, kind of to move outside, we're experiencing drought, very dry conditions here in South Georgia. For those who want to build fires outside or have fire pits, what do they need to do to be extra cautious, not to cause some kind of grass fire or something to that effect?
Well, right now, Lowndes County is under a fire ban. So for right now, we would ask that nobody is doing any type of outside burning unless you're grilling and cooking food or anything of that nature. Anything else, we ask everybody to not do any type of outside burning, even with a fire pit. Because right now, with the conditions being as dry as they are, we don't want any wildfires happening here in South Georgia.
And this is also Christmas season. What advice do we give to those who are putting up Christmas decorations, lights, that type of things, using extension cords or power strips?
Okay, the main thing is making sure with power strips, make sure that we're not plugging in any type of space heaters or anything in a power strip. You want to make sure you're plugging it directly into an outlet. With the Christmas decorations, I would ask that you make sure that your Christmas decorations are fire retardant or fire resistive. Making sure that we're not putting a Christmas tree in front of an exit or anything like that. Making sure that we're not using lit candles. I know it sounds crazy, but you really, have to address these things because people, sometimes they don't know, and really, a lot of preventing fire just comes down to common sense.
Okay. Do you have, any other tips, so we can avoid having the fire department come to our house? Obviously, we love our firefighters, but we don't want you here for a bad reason. Any other tips that we need to give out there to people?
Just make sure that if you're going to be using a turkey fryer, that you are very familiar with the fryer that you're going to be using. Make sure that you have the turkey thawed. And make sure that you're aware of the dangers. Make sure that you got that fire extinguisher close by, just in case. You never know.
Okay, well, we want to thank you for joining us and giving these fire safety tips. We appreciate your time, and hopefully everybody's going to stay safe this holiday season, and we'll be back here on City Focus.
I'm Anne. I'm a scientist.
Recycling takes a team.
Why don't you let me and me help you out?
Everyone plays a part. Don't trash
I love taking stuff apart and building new things out of it.
what could be treasure.
Pal's my most advanced android. is awesome.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
Did you know parking over tall, dry grass can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The city of Valdosta kicked off the holiday season downtown with the official lighting of the Christmas tree in front of City Hall on December 2nd. The St. John's Youth Choir sang Christmas carols, and the crowd gathered to listen to speeches from Mayor John Gale and Valdosta Youth Council President Drew Carell. Other members of the Valdosta Youth Council served cookies and hot chocolate, and on Saturday morning, they volunteered at Second Harvest Food Bank. And the finale of the weekend was the Greater Valdosta Christmas Parade, as it ended with Santa waving at the crowd, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. A day before graduating from recruit school, future members of the Valdosta Fire Department went on a final run together.
To know that I went through it with my brothers, we put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, so to finally see the end of the tunnel is great. I love them. It's been 13 weeks. Like I said, we've been stressed mentally, physically, so you need someone to lean on, and so you depend on the person next to you, the person behind you, and it pushes you forward, knowing that you have to depend on each other.
The following day, family members gathered as they walked across the stage and became official members of the department.
It takes a lot of dedication and discipline, but it's worthwhile. You're going to push your limits, you're going to do things that you never thought you'd do in your life before, but like I said, it's very rewarding once you get to the end.
Now that recruit school is over, the real job begins. And what is Fields looking forward to the most?
Your first fire, that's what everyone waits for. Some people, they get one their first shift. Some people have to wait about 3 weeks, 3 months, so it just depends.
To learn more about how you can become a member of the Valdosta Fire Department, call 229-333-1835. Mike Beatty, President and CEO of the Great Promise Partnership, named Valdosta as the first cornerstone community in Georgia on November 28th for achieving the 4 cornerstones of GPP success, which are political leadership, educational leadership, business leadership, and community leadership. In 2013, Valdosta became the first community to embrace the program. The GPP partners with Wild Adventures, Langdale Industries, Valdosta City Schools, City of Valdosta, eLead, and the Rainwater Conference Center. Students work part-time around their school schedules, gaining real-world experience and job training while also earning a paycheck. The program, with a 98% success rate, has 300 graduates from 30 different locations across the state and have either gone to college, into the military, or into the workforce full-time. The City of Valdosta employs students at several city departments and plans to hire additional interns. For more information on GPP, please visit www.gpppartnership.org.
Each year, KLVB encourages residents to bring their Christmas trees to be chipped. The Bring One for the Chipper Tree Recycling Program is an initiative from the Keep Georgia Beautiful program. The goal is to dispose of used trees in an environmentally safe manner. Local sponsors and volunteers lend a helping hand to make this service possible. Trees can be dropped off at designated locations starting Monday, December 26th. The locations are Home Depot, Walmart on Inner Perimeter Road, and Mathis Auditorium. The chipping will take place on Monday, January 2nd, starting at 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at each of the designated sites. For more information, you can contact KLVB at 229-671-3698.
Now let's take a look at what's taking place in the city in the coming weeks. December 8th, City Council meeting, 5:30 in Council Chambers. December 12th, KLVB Board meeting, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. December 12th, Shop with a Firefighter, 6 p.m. at Walmart on Norman Drive. December 13th, Central Valdosta Development Authority meeting, 5 o'clock in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. December 14th, Goodwill on the Go Simple Business Etiquette, 11 a.m. in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. December 15th, Girls Night Out in downtown Valdosta. Ladies, grab your girlfriends and spend some time in downtown. Participants may also win a prize. December 17th, the 24th Annual Toy Ride begins at 1:30 p.m. From the Lake Park outlets, all motorcycles are welcomed. December 19th, Shop with a Cop, 7 p.m. at Walmart on Inner Perimeter Road. December 21st, Land Bank Authority meeting, 9 a.m. in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. December 22nd, City Council meeting, 5:30 in Council Chambers. December 25th, Merry Christmas to everybody in Valdosta. The City of Valdosta's offices will be closed on Monday, December 26th. January 1st, New Year's Day. Happy New Year's to everyone. The city will observe the New Year's holiday on January 2nd and all offices will be closed. January 3rd, City Council work session, 5:30 in Council Chambers. January 6th, City Council meeting, 5:30 in Council Chambers. To stay informed of what's happening in the city, sign up for the weekly e-news blast at valdostacity.com/public-information or call Public Information Officer Samantha Matthews at 229-259-3548. As the year comes to an end and a new year begins, we encourage citizens to learn more about your community and find a way to get more involved. The city has several programs, including Government 101 in the spring. There are many things that residents can do to make this community even better than it already is. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website at valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also like our Valdosta Youth Council page. Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. And help your local government by downloading the Valdosta Click and Fix app to your mobile device. Thanks for watching. We'll see you here next time on City Focus.